Rafa and Sana also have done a lot into that team. I think the 9 loss against Leicester last season just opened their eyes and feel like, okay, we need to change whatever we are doing and just start on that thing entirely. It was like another start for them, and they've been so important against Manchester City. Manchester City, we've always said have defense have flattered, have been flattered and everything. But yesterday, that defense stood so tall. The likes of Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, John Stones was amazing yesterday. Kai Walker. So it was more of a defensive work. And I don't know what is wrong with Manchester City. Manchester City now become a team that score 1-2. Teams that they normally that they beat 3-0. They've always been the big beaters in the
In
league
the
where they
league,
win
yes,
5-0,
they'll beat you
6-0.
like
Because I remember last 3 games when I saw the list of fixtures they had when they had West Brom, I was like, oh, this is under match for them to beat,
beat and
and you
batter
see them
anybody.
drawing West Brom 1, they struggle to beat Santos. So that's where the better side. They had a lot of chances, they created a lot, they were good with the ball and everything. But in football, is the result that matters at the end of the day. So I feel like those 2 matches really had it for me yesterday.
Okay, those 2 games were 8 for Tinuke yesterday, but the game that surprises me yesterday actually was Liverpool
Yes.
going to Palace,
Honestly,
winning by
I don't think
see,
I think it
was
was more
too
of the
much.
the result.
yeah, that was it.
The
7
result
goes
was
to nothing. I mean, and I was like, what is happening? Palace is a team that doesn't really concede. When they want to play their negative football, they know how to play their negative football. They become a thumb in your flesh. But Liverpool have been winning at Palace over the years, definitely. But 7-0, 7 goes to
and the
nothing
fact was
without
that
conceding.
it was like Liverpool
quite too
was
much.
being clinical because they only had 7 shots on target in that match and they scored with everything. Crystal Palace in the first half had chances. I feel like maybe if they've just taken one of the and Jordan and he was very wasteful for me yesterday. Maybe if they've just taken one of those chances in which they had, it could have been a closer encounter. Because imagine you only one, it gets to 1-1. I don't think Liverpool would have run away. But it is take nothing away from Liverpool. Their performance in second half was so amazing. Crystal Palace was beyond awful. They were shambolic. The team was in batters. You look at him, I feel like, was there no defender on the pitch? Gary Kai was nowhere to be found. Wilfred Zaha was just strolling on the field. Nothing they could do nothing to stop the roots of Liverpool. So it's the result, but it is what it is. It happens once. Some shocking result also happens. So it is what it is.
But Liverpool, despite that injury ravaging the team, still at the top of the table.
That's the work of a good coach.
No, I think
Are we? Should we just say? I mean, is Liverpool disguising?
No,
well,
they're
you
not.
said this yesterday. Actually, I remember you saying it, but for me, I felt like I was one of the people that came out and said, if you can remember, I said underrate them at your own peril.
Yeah, definitely.
I was one of the people that was against all this. So his injuries, as far as that front line day, I feel like they can just undo and undo.
And-
as far as that front line is fit
Mane, Salah,
and Firmino. And the fact is that they still have depth in squad. It's not like
Yeah.
they still have depth in squad. So even with
But
now,
you don't get to have very with such injury and go with it just like that.
it was short time. But in that time, they were able. Now the only injury problem they really have is Virgil van Dijk. Everybody is back. Thiago is training. Chamberlain came on yesterday. The Trent and Robertson have played the last 2 or 3 matches, if I'm not mistaken. Fabian has made the mid shift into center defense his own to own up. So it's only Virgil van Dijk that is not available at the moment. So it's not that the injury is 6, 7, and that was what Mourinho made us need before they played when he said, "Oh yeah, can't." So he said they have injury, can't. Let me can't. So we'll see how many they have. So I feel like it was just more of people just thinking, oh, because of this. But take nothing away from Liverpool, I beg. They are still the huge favorites for that league.
Each favorite for that league, of course, we had Salah scoring 2 goals yesterday. Of course, Firmino as well. Seems he has rediscovered the scoring boot. I mean, at the moment, of course, we have Sadio Mane as well and Takumi Minamino also getting on the score sheet. Apparently, we've seen Leicester City against Tottenham Hotspur. And one thing that comes to my mind, we are watching a team of the same quality, not the same quality now, the same tactics, counter-attack.
Yes, that's what they both play. They both have just one deep line midfielder, which is Wilfred Ndidi and Hojberg, who knows how to shield that defense so very well. And once they can shield that defense, there's a ball over the top, and you see a bounce, and the body is running. Once it's over, there's a Benjamin with a Yumi, Song, and Hurricane. So, like you said, 2 teams that play similar tactics. So it's just going to be on who can really take their chances more. So I think the good thing for Leicester is that Ndidi is back.
So did he been back? Let me go to that quickly. Okay. Do you see Tottenham Hotspur as actually a real contender for the league? Do you actually see them as a real contender?
I'm not seeing them as a real contender.
I had a dream last week that they won the league.
No.
But there was something that I said at the end of that dream. So that dream,
I said they won the league in December 2020.
Exactly.
I'm only seeing them as one of the contenders of the top 4. I'm not seeing them as the club that is going to win the English Premier League this season as well. But they might still win it, but not this season. I'm not seeing them as a top contender for that this season anyway.
How far can they go, Tinuke?
Considering what they've done in the past, because I remember there was a season where they finished third twice. So considering what they've done in the past, they are a good team that can hold their own on every. But one thing I'm always skeptical about teams playing in the Europa League is that, and teams that are over reliant on one or two players, now one injury, team go fall apart. Let me say, it's just one injury and team is done and dusted. Because with this COVID-19 and everything now, you really need players fit. Games are coming in thick and fast, so these players are not machine. They will get tired and want at one point. And when you look at Tottenham, there's not really enough in squad depth for me. I think for the front line, the only people they go because it's only Harry Kane and Misonga is virtually like the only thing in that team front line. Like the bed is not setting, Bedouin is not really bringing anything. Kazmora is not really doing. Carlos Benicio is only doing it in the Europa League, so there's not really squad there for me. But to keep that squad fit, and when Europa League come, you could travel to Kafancha on Thursday, come and play on Sunday. Leg go tire. That is just leg go tire. So I don't know. On a normal day, they are a very good side. That should be challenging for the league, but it's a long wish. I just feel like all this league. Let's not just wait in January, February. When we know who will be balanced, we'll know who will know what is what, we'll know everything.
Okay, still goalless right there at the Tottenham Stadium. I think there's a chance and Vardy. Okay, that's not, of course, still goalless. 14 minutes played and still goalless between Tottenham Hotspur against Leicester City in that one. Okay, quickly update of results. It's 2-0 right there in Italy. AC Milan 2-0 leading Sassuolo, and of course Rafael Leao and Alexis Asylamakas has given 2-0 lead for AC Milan. The match currently in the 29th minute. I think in 29, of course, is still expecting Timothy Lebile to be here. But before we move further quickly, we're going to a quick musical break. And when we come back, there are still loads of talking about football, especially at the European level. And of course, maybe somebody have asked me, I think on WhatsApp, he said, the Ballon d'Or dream team. Do I actually agree with that list? Maybe when I come back, I'm going to ask the guys what they feel about the Ballon d'Or dream team. Any subtraction or any addition. Then also don't forget that Robert Lewandowski also won the FIFA The Best. Why there was a big controversy talking about the coach of the year. All these we'll come back and talk about when we come back from this musical break. This song titled Bounce Remix from the artist called Annie. We'll come back from that break. Then we'll continue our various football discussion. Stay tuned. It's still Sport Thursday on Pensioners 106.7 FM.
cold at the back, and that is absolutely perfect.
Here we go! Bouncing up top, finishing above the rim.
That's a good ball, and that's a great goal.
This is an LY production.
I got that spring in my step, they call it Shakara. I've laid all my burdens at his feet, so no wahala. King's kid, swagger on flick, yeah, I'm bouncing out. Jesus paid the price for me, yeah, I'm cashing out. I got the Holy Ghost inside of me, so if I fall, I bounce back like your economy. I'm a prophecy, royal priesthood. Every time I read his word, bro, I know it's all good.
When the enemy comes like a flood, we go bounce. When them bigger beats make we fall, we go bounce. When the problems is the way we down, we go bounce. When the enemy comes to steal our crown, we go bounce. We bouncing above stagnation, bouncing in our salvation. We free from the curse, it's a born again liberation. We stronger than the limitations. Whoa, bounce, bounce, say we go to bounce, bounce, say we go to bounce, bounce, say we go to bounce, bouncing in the Lord, bouncing in the Lord.
Won a lot of souls with my swag louder than a hand grenade. Moses crossed the Red Sea, bouncing on abundant grace. We're best of the same feather, supernatural. Man, Christ is the confidence, and I'm phenomenal. We're here, we bouncing on them, bouncing castle, but on solid rock. I crack the sappers there, do me a favor with solid rock. I'm Christ army, no stress and need for camouflage, cause Christ the mirror, hope of glory.
Coconut child, I got peace cause the Lord's on my side. I'm a wonder, give the world multiple signs. Best believe 10 time, it's just one of a kind. Nothing can take off his smile, nothing can get to his mind. Challenges do come, but I just bounce and trust it is fine. So it's okay, whatever way my victory's a close case. Celebrate in both ways, oh hey. Never lose, so I bounce. Best swag on the show, bounce.
Say we go to bounce, bounce, say we go to bounce, say we go to bounce, bouncing in the Lord, bouncing in the Lord. They saw me crash down, they thought it was over. Then I got right back up with my persona. I've got the love of God, I'm unbreakable. That's the reason when I go down, then I bounce back unstoppable. They tried to hold me down, they thought I could drown. They're shocked to see me smile, expecting a frown. You see how far I've come, you could only wonder. If you couldn't kill me, damn, only made me stronger.
We bouncing in the Lord, victors by the blood. They're winning every day. Stop it in our blood. I said it's in at the end, so we know the boss. We steady frustrating the devil, no remorse. They screaming recession, but we still the shop. And they feeling depression, but we still the bomb. If you be covenant child, let me see your hand. Oh yeah, Buffy, join me, let me just be bounce, bounce, bounce. Say we go to bounce, bounce. Say we go to bounce, bounce, bounce. Say we go to bounce, bouncing in the Lord, bouncing in the Lord.
Looked like he was shot out of a cannon down.
That was Bounce remix Annie featuring various artists. No matter what, we keep bouncing. We keep bouncing and feeling good. We're bouncing in the studio as well. Still Sport Hustle, take it 35. Of course, not to forget the Father X Master show.
Finishing above the rim.
Radio Pensioners 106.7 FM is still on, ending on Thursday. Still have the chance with 1,000 naira to have the luxury of gift for your children. And of course, our schools, of course, corporate bodies are definitely all welcome to Africa's model right here in Agbarigo. in the city of Ibadan. Bring your children for Christmas, definitely, and put a smile on them, on their face.
Close a minute or so ago. This time he's hit the back of the net. Andre Yarmolenko's first goal.
Okay, we move.
Since September.
And of course, we'll be watching Leicester City against Tottenham Hotspur. And it seems like Leicester City have been doing the playing. Tottenham Hotspur have decided to sit back, waiting for a counter. I mean, for the past 22 minutes, we've watched Tinoge.
That has always been Mourinho's tactics now.
But again, Leicester, I believe it's Mourinho tactics against big teams.
Yes,
Not
exactly.
against a team they could run
It's
over.
a small team.
But then against
They
Leicester
play their
City,
normal ball.
is Mourinho taking Leicester City to be a big team now? Going by what we've watched so far.
But Tottenham is not also a big team as well to me. It's an average team as well. So both of them, they're average teams. So
But Leicester City dominating play, and seems like Tottenham looks at the moment no clue of what they want to do.
it's normal because they are both average teams. So it's only the one that knows how to just do it better that get it done. So that's just how it works.
That's just how it works. Tottenham Hotspur, Leicester City goalless at the moment. I mean, 23 minutes. And of course, Leicester City still having the better play. Okay, quickly before we go to the Ballon d'Or, today's topic should have actually been. Let me just bring it out. FIFA the best versus the Ballon d'Or, which is the most prestigious, or if I will say, which one will have preferred to win if you had been a footballer, which one would have preferred to know?
I chose this with my topic, which is the Ballon d'Or.
Which will have preferred? Darry.
To be frank, it would have been the Ballon d'Or as well because that would have been the world best anyway.
Is Ballon d'Or bigger than the FIFA the best?
To me, it is. It is to me because they do normally term that as the world best title. So I think anything aside that, I think there is nothing more that can be more than the best world title as well. Even if you want to classify something, we have even if there are some kind of competitions they normally do, they might just say World Cup, Champions League, but above it all, it is the World Cup that connects us.
But FIFA is the overall body of football.
It is just the overall body, not
the Ballon d'Or even came in before.
Yeah, Ballon d'Or was formerly for Europeans before it was changed in 1995, which George was the first winner outside Europeans.
Yes.
The FIFA the best came on board 2091, and of course, but then looking at it over the years, we've had different winners of FIFA the best of Ballon d'Or over the years, but then Ballon d'Or over FIFA the best. FIFA the best Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but I feel like the reason why we've had topic is coming out. So why we've had different winners is because the categories in which both used to decide their winners. Because FIFA the best is based on just the season from August to June. Ballon d'Or is the calendar year from January. So it's very possible and very, very likely that you have two different winners in the same year. So, but generally speaking, I feel like there's a higher grade for Ballon d'Or over FIFA the best. And I think the only year why this year everybody is so busy about it because Ballon d'Or is not holding this year. I think that was why we are, because even if you ask some people don't know the difference. That's what we said. They just want to see that round one that they hold. They say,
it seems like a lot of people have acclimatized with FIFA the best more than the Ballon d'Or. And it seems like in a bit, people want to give Ballon d'Or over FIFA the best.
So it's
okay, FIFA the best for those who are listening. FIFA the best was formerly FIFA World Player of the Year 1991, and of course changed in 2016 or 2017, if I'm not wrong, to FIFA the best after there was a match between Ballon d'Or and FIFA from 2010 to 2016. And of course, when there was too much noise about Ojoro and Ojoro controversies and the likes, they decided to go their separate ways. And there was FIFA the best, and of course there was Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or retained the name, but there was FIFA the best just to give it a new name. And of course, this year we had a certain Robert Lewandowski. It would have been another thing entirely. Imagine if Lewandowski didn't win. Let's imagine.
It was the only winner. It was the only worthy winner.
It was supposed to be the winner right from the time that they have gotten some league titles, and his performance as well. It has been very, very wonderful and excellent this season, and last season as well. It has been very excellent. So I think he was the one that deserved that title. If they have been able to just give it to someone else, I would have known
Nobody
that okay, it's very
comes
much
close. Let me
obvious.
let us put it like that.
That's
Nobody
just-
comes close because
When I
even
heard that Ronaldo was very angry, I was like,
no,
what's meaning of this? It shouldn't be.
I don't know. Was he angry?
Was Ronaldo really angry? Ronaldo voted for Lewandowski.
He voted for Lewandowski.
He voted for Messi.
They said that
Why
they
did
said
he-
that he
why
was
did
watching it, and when they announced the winner,
He did not show any. That does not mean he's angry. No, come on, we tried to make him more mountain out of the molehill. Actually, I don't think that counts as being angry.
I've
Because
always been doing that.
if
Anyway.
he
He has always
has
been reacting like that sometimes.
No,
It's
see,
not angry, it's not been
every player, even if you don't have the chance of winning,
wants to win, but I
He
don't
wants
think
to
he's been angry. You may not
you don't expect me to
Sure.
put him the smiling face.
and say, "Oh, I'm happy."
No, why will he?
But I don't think he's been angry.
But
No, I
others
don't
are
think
happy
that.
at his own success as well now.
Even
You should
if
be happy for
see
him
the
as
thing
well.
is, let us be set ourselves. I don't think me and you will be in a competition, even though deep down I know that okay, you deserve this more than me. And back on my mind, I'll still feel like if I'm nominated, at least I should have a.
I'll be a chance now.
No,
So,
we have
I don't think-
that's the own kind of thoughts.
No,
No, that's
how
that's how the average lad.
I'm nominated.
I don't.
No,
That's how
see,
the brain will react.
see,
No. As far as you are nominated, I'm not talking of the reaction.
I'm not only jealous.
Darry, do you know that?
I'm not. This is not jealous.
As much as you have been nominated for an award, you have a chance of winning.
That's what I'm saying. You have
That-
a
that's
chance.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
But this is very
See,
very
let me tell you, the fact is, I don't think he's him being angry. It's just been because when you look at it, he could have. There were 30 players at first. You can't vote for any of those 30 players. You don't need to vote for top 3. So if he does not think Lewandowski deserves it, Lewandowski was the number 1 pick for who deserves it. You get what I'm saying? But that does not mean you should not be saying, hey, I'm sure if we go on social media and he'll go and tell you congratulations Lewandowski. They maybe because we all live our life on social media, we don't know what is going on. Maybe he and Lewandowski self is chatting and he's telling the guy, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not going to be on that because he was on Zoom live, was not there live. But it's not going to be there and you see him saying, oh yes, he won. No, of course
At
not.
least
So
if
I
you
don't.
just smile and
I don't think he's. I don't think he's been angry. No. I think
Well, everybody has their own way of reacting, so I mean we can't hold him down. But then the most controversial thing award now has to go down to the coach of the year.
There are even two. It is
no,
even two.
the keeper one.
The second one as well. There is a woman.
No, that
wrapping up.
was included in the team of the year.
She herself was surprised. She herself was surprised how she
So what
got
could
to
have
that
happened?
position.
Let me ask this question: did FIFA intentionally decide to create a scenario for this award?
I think they did.
And it was even more. It's not
Because
even one.
if you begin from the beginning of the nomination, we saw a certain Marcelo Bielsa in the team of in the court of the year, and eventually, like I predicted, if FIFA will help us very well, they put in the top thing. They did so well.
Why was there as well? I was still wondering.
They said the
why-
ball list were after 16 years. I want to ask what happened to Chris Wilder.
and
The
that's
last time he bought in
and that's the reason why they also gave what was his name?
Jurgen Klopp, 30 years,
Hey.
30 years exile, of course, anything you want to call it.
You know, they even think sometimes you just just
How
as
did
a-
Jurgen Klopp win the FIFA Coach of the Year?
I don't know what
How?
they used to just.
I'm still trying to.
Now we all come here. Now, thank God we said it earlier that FIFA is based on what you've done in the season,
Okay.
not the
Your
calendar
performance.
year. Your performance in the season. Now, in that season,
Interested.
a certain Hansi Flick rather. Bayern Munich were not shambles, but they were
They were fourth on the league when he came on board.
they were not really
Yes,
sparkling
yes,
and
Yes.
that's
that man.
where we know they can be at when he came on. And this guy came and he went unbeaten. I
All
think he
through
only
the
lost.
season.
Did he even lose?
He didn't lose.
I didn't
It
think-
was
I
a
don't think
draw.
it was- yeah.
Honestly.
He went unbeaten and he won every competition available for him to win. He won the
What could have
German,
been a
he
better
won the
performance than that?
DFP
He
Cup.
he won
He won the
his
league, he won the
style.
Champions League, he won
Beat
the
anything
he
beat
won,
anything.
he won the German Super Cup. He won
Only
the
five
UEFA Super Cup.
trophies.
Now you tell us that Jurgen Klopp, who said it is only the Premier League is interested in,
And it,
is the one that deserves
Break on
to
counter.
win.
Break on counter. Finally, okay, that's a corner kick. Continue.
and is the one that deserves to win it. It's okay. Oh, you have had it.
Is that
It's
okay?
okay.
What if Marcelo Bielsa won?
That would have been.
that would have been another story entirely.
Everywhere is scattered.
you know, we can still make a case for Jurgen Klopp. We can still make a case.
Well,
To an
definitely.
extent, there's no case to make for Marcelo
Honestly.
Bielsa.
But then the moment he made the first, anything could happen.
You remember how this thing went? You knew it turned bloody. Marcelo be asking them that it turned. You understand what I'm saying? It turned bloody. People were insulting each other. A lot of things were being said. They now Kukuma say, okay, you guys, Kuku go and say what you want to say. Want to put him in the top 3. Seriously, Marcelo Bielsa. If you could have put in Junior Nagelsmann, who was even nominated at all.
At all.
For us, would have said, oh.
Did we even have Thomas Tuchel at all?
No.
No.
You would have put in Thomas Tuchel. I don't think anybody would come out and say anything. If you put it in Lyon, that bring Man City itself to get
with the guys here.
I don't think anybody would say anything. Exactly. Put in a Gasperini. I don't think anybody would say. But you come in and you say, when does FIFA best start? What does championship? Where does it come into? I don't understand when they start. Now, when Norwich come back, now I better go and bring Norwich coach and say, he went down and he came back immediately. He went down and came back immediately, so he deserves. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how Marcelo Bielsa made that top 3, and then Jurgen Klopp. So the coach, whatever, that was just a controversy from the start when we didn't have Jurgen Nagelsmann and Thomas Tuchel. Everybody was already clamoring for them. And why are they not there? It's not a fluke. They got to the Champions League finals and find everything. But it is what it is. Controversies. For me, I say it's all these things, popularity contest. Well,
popularity contest. Maybe our listeners might have 1 or 2 things to talk about. Definitely. Let me just open the phone line 090 81 11 1067 090 81 11 1067 or 00 8010 1067 00 8010 1067. FIFA the best award we're discussing right now. Okay, moving forward from FIFA to still within FIFA the best award. Definitely, we've had the award, but I'm just doing a kind of a review of it. The FIFA Men 11. I don't know if this is a near perfect.
I think that's the only category where we all could feel that to an extent we agree. Except
Noah missed out for Alice. Noah won the goalkeeper of the year.
This is not the first. It happened in 2018.
Well, definitely.
When Courtois won.
And it wasn't.
And David De Gea was the one that was in.
And even in 2016, if I remember very well, Griezmann was nominated. It wasn't the team of the year.
So I don't think it's the first time. So we are not really shocked by what
we are used to it.
We are we are used to it. We are used to it. But even that time, we could make a case for both of them. I don't know the case. Alisson of 2 seasons ago was better than Alisson of last season. Anybody can come at me for that. I'm here. Yes, Alisson of 2 seasons ago. Because last season there was injuries. That was when the fragilities of what the second keeper Adrian came in and everything. So Alisson of 2 seasons. So I don't understand what, and I don't know. I don't know maybe people that are doing that. I don't know, maybe they don't watch Manenwa because of team he plays will not make 10, 11 saves in the match. But the fact is that if Manenwa makes 3 saves, he does not make routine saves. Does not make he makes world class saves.
Like the Champions League final.
Look at that. Exactly where I was coming. He won the Champions League final for Bayern Munich. Now you tell us he does not deserve to be in top 11. No problem. Now they did something that I don't know. People didn't really talk about it because they just wanted to find a place for Arnold and Robertson. They had to put Joshua Kimmich to the midfield. Because they could not exclude Joshua Kimmich, but they want to find a way for those one. Kimmich, go and meet them in the middle. We did not see anybody that is worthy of the third between Kevin. Thomas Muller deserves to be in that list.
What about Papu Gomez? I have a list.
You made a case for him, and another man that I was really disappointed wasn't there, like you said, was Papu Gomez, because it was fantastic for us last season. And now Thomas Muller that made 20-something assists.
Thomas Muller had 20-something assists. That was a political record. Kevin De Bruyne was an English record. The same thing Papu Gomez was also an Italian record.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry to say this. I don't think Thiago Alcantara deserves to be on that list.
I've said that. I've said that over and over. I don't know. He played less than 30 games last season. He was actually injured at the point.
He played 1 or 2 fantastic matches. The hype got into FIFA. They put him on the list
because they won the Champions League.
Oh wow, that's good.
They have some people that will even cross-check their list before they do normally finally publish.
No, last season they had the old men, the Capello, the Trapattoni in the FIFA awards. I mean, as a technical.
That is one thing that.
And this season,
this is one of the reasons why Ballon d'Or gets the better.
And this season, they had the last of the young guys, and I was surprised. Like, oh boy, it be like seeing a movie. Like, do we actually intentionally do this? I mean, from the outset, I just believe FIFA wanted because there was no Ballon d'Or, so we need to give people something to talk about. Twitter was fire.
It was on fire that night.
From the nomination of Marcelo Bielsa to the awards to everything, FIFA was.
The nomination of Marcelo Bielsa caused blood.
It cost so much, and of course, they had to do a follow up and get the talk. Because, and of course,
Nagelsmann or that's what's
Thomas Tuchel.
That Nagelsmann as well. That,
he was 33 years of age, was the youngest.
And they brought Leipzig from relegation to that, and they have been consistent.
Very consistent since 2009. Or is it 2009 now? Yeah.
Yes, now they were even from what's it called the third tier.
Of course, they moved from the third to fourth, to second to fourth.
Why wouldn't they include that guy in that time?
He got to the semi-final.
Because I don't understand
of the champions
as well. He has been very much consistent, and they're only rating Marcelo Bielsa because he got Leeds United being promoted from championship.
Nah, they did it. Don't forget that. They intentionally did that. I mean, but then, should we always have Messi Ronaldo in the team of the year? I was making a case for money. Should we always just have these guys? Is it compulsory we have them?
I think we should get used to the thing that until both guys retire,
honestly,
they'll just keep being there.
Somebody posted something. I mean, he said, we thought we are going to have Kaka, Ronaldo, Messi generation. Then we're going to jump to Hazard, Neymar, and the likes.
But now we are still having the Messi Ronaldo generation.
We are still in the Messi Ronaldo generation because this guy just refused to go away.
They refuse to.
They
just refuse to go away. Until they go, everybody should just go and sit down.
So
I think happy birthday to Mbappe.
Okay, yeah, 22 years.
So I think Mbappe and Alan should just be saying, at least 2 years, you guys should go. Neymar and Hazard are so unlucky to come in you guys' regime. We are just starting. We still have chance. So you guys should just use 2 years.
But Ronaldo is 35, Messi is 33.
3 years. Ronaldo will be 36 in February.
Do you think this guy have 2 years?
Yeah, they do.
Just 2 years.
They even have more.
I doubt they have more than 2 years.
That's what I'm saying, that they have more. But I don't know, maybe they just use 2 years and go. That they don't have more than 2 years.
And the point I said, when
Ronaldo is kind of player that can play it.
It looks like
Giggs was 41.
Yes.
Buffon
42. Ibrahimovic 39. Ronaldo will look like I can even Messi could play to 37.
I'm telling you that in the next 5 years, these guys will still be around.
It's dangerous.
This generation.
So anybody that comes now it took a pandemic year to allow Lewandowski to win something. It took another thing entirely to allow Modric to also win something.
For me, which he did not deserve. A story for
that time. They just
wanted a break.
Honestly,
a break. Let's just give her. Of course, Lewandowski did a pandemic year, and of course, let him also win. And of course, by the time we get to now we're having a proper league, barely no second wave as we've been hearing. We're having a proper league, and possibly the whole thing will resume again back to the normal routine. It's either Messi, it's either Ronaldo, and it continues for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
And the fact is, Ronaldo is even already taking a claim by this season. Say he already has 11 goals.
12 goals.
12 rather. He's
12 in 9.
12 in 9. As in that's more than.
Messi is having 6. Not bad.
Not bad. But I think I can consider Messi because he's the only one in the team.
He has. I mean, according to statistics now, Messi have hit more than 10 shots in 4, 5 different games. It shows that he's just doing everything. The results are not coming.
I watched Barcelona's last. I'm more of a Ronaldo fan than Messi fan. Yes, I watched Barcelona last 2 matches and I felt pity for Messi.
Honestly, he has been the only one running the whole.
I'm serious. You know when you are doing something and there's no one to compliment you.
The guy is.
Ronaldo has
Morata
doing and
Kulusevski.
Morata is doing an amazing job by the moment. I think Tottenham are claiming for a penalty now. Morata has been so awesome this season to the extent that Paulo Dybala does not even start. And Morata he's
really,
doing a
I
lot.
mean, he had 2 assists and he's doing so much.
So much.
He's
Yeah, I
teaming
think
up with Ronaldo very
exactly. He's teaming up
But-
and he's
but-
making it count. Ronaldo has people to compliment. He does a Dybala there.
But
Cuadrado has been.
I don't want to start an
Wow.
argument because already our time is up. It's almost up. So I'm looking at it in this case. When I watch football, I can bring out so many things. It could cause controversy. You could agree. Is it easy to partner with Ronaldo than to partner with Messi? Because I look at Ronaldo moving to anywhere. It found it easy to settle.
Yeah.
But players coming in to compliment Messi, they find it hard.
I think only Suarez really.
Exactly. Only saw a bit of
name.
Neymar before he left for PSG. And I've been watching both. Is it easy to partner with Ronaldo and partner, or is it because Messi does a lot? I don't know. Is it easy to partner with Ronaldo to compliment Ronaldo than to compliment Messi?
To me, what I've studied because I'm a Messi fan as well.
Yeah, Barcelona fan. I don't expect you
And
not to be a Messi
I
fan.
also love Ronaldo too. But what I've studied so far is that Ronaldo has this kind of leadership ability. Do you get me now? Whenever he's on the field, you are always going to be feeling him. That yes,
And he
he's there.
carries them along.
Do you get? Yes, very well. No, unlike Messi.
Him along.
Messi is a very gentle guy that if it works well.
In fact, it's even the captaincy band Messi
Eh,
does nothing. Let me say that. I don't understand what that
But
captaincy
2
band
matches
is.
ago, on when they were playing, Riso said that he was shouting. I was like, "Is this Messi? Where has he gotten this from?" Because I was very surprised.
That's
not only
frustration.
this-
When you are
Now-
being frustrated, you have to do what you don't do on the normal.
No, it doesn't. Even if it is going on well, it is. If you just be checking it, if it is not going, not like Ronaldo. Ronaldo is always. So that's just the difference between it. So that's the reason why they don't normally get along very well with Ronaldo, other than Messi as well. So that's just it.
Okay, that's just this 357. Of course, fortunately, Temita Lebile hasn't just arrived, and of course, that means officially, Atinuke is the third place winner of the first ever sports tussle competition. We just have to congratulate you, the only woman, and of course, got as far as the semi-final, getting a sum of 10,000 naira.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to the fact that when something just say you me, because I remember that I lost my sports. If you remember that I came in for someone.
It was meant to be. So let's just say destiny.
A very congratulations to everybody, to sponsors, to the moderators who has been giving us the hit and say, yeah, you must bring more when you're coming in and everything. So it's nice to win something.
Okay, nice to win something. That was Atinuke. Of course, next week Sunday, definitely. I mean, on the group, somebody said, I am eating down already. I come on after for like against Oluwa below Adebayo next week. Of course, definitely. We're going to have our prize giving day as well next week for all the four, semi-finals and all the four winners. And of course, we also should have dignitaries also in the building come next week. Sunday, the grand finale of the Sports Thursday competition. And of course, it's going to be loud, definitely. You can't just afford to miss that. Everything at the grace of God will be set. And of course, nobody misses out. No injury, no accident. Just get your mind at rest that next week, Sunday, will definitely be fire. Dari, let us go. We have to go.
Yes, to our dear listeners, till next week, Sunday, when we meet again, have a very lovely week.
Okay, you had that from Dari, of course. Have a lovely week, of course, from my side as well. I say many thanks to everybody that have been part of this today. And of course, once again, congratulations to Atinuke who have walked away with the third prize. And why Temita Lebile is definitely going home with the fourth prize. 10,000 naira for Atinuke, 5,000 naira for Temita Lebile. Next week, Sunday, so much to play for. 20,000 naira grand prize, and of course, 15,000 naira for the second place. I'm sure next week, nobody will be able to separate us. So there, of course, many thanks to my producer, Babatunde Tiameyo, for being, a very wonderful producer on the show. And of course, I remain the sports illuminator, Raymond, like we're saying, enjoy the rest of your week. Merry Christmas, of course, Happy New Year in advance. And definitely don't forget to bring your kids down to Pensioners FM for the Christmas show. Enjoy and enjoy.
And it's down the lane.
Over the top for Jamie Vardy. This is where he wants it. It's Jamie Vardy! What a goal!